Well, the point of today's video is to get some minnow traps out. Some have a little bit bigger holes than we would like. That's why I pinched them down. Trying to get small. I got this new one here. I'm gonna buy a couple more of these. Those are more minnow-like. These are kind of crawdads, but we'll take crawdads. We'll feed the bass crawdads. But we're trying to get some minnows. Got some bread and some dog food, and we're gonna go set them out. I found a spot that has some minnows. We're gonna see if we can get them. Stay tuned. You guys, I don't know if you can see them or not, but I'm literally surrounded by minnows. I got some in there already. There's already minnows in my trap. I didn't even do anything. I just set it down. Thousands of minnows all along here. I'm trying to keep them all upstream right now, but they want to come back this way. So I'm gonna get bread in here and get them down here and set. One here, just under this tree right here. I got one lost somewhere. There it is. Put some dog food in this one. Don't even fit in there. There's so many minnows here. Thousands of them up there. Get this one in here. We're gonna kind of, it's not fenced off by any means. They can swim over it, but I can see that they are cruising under there. Look at those minnows in there. I got 4 or 5 minnows in there already. That's crazy. I think I found a good spot, guys. A damn good spot. As long as my holes ain't too big where they can't get out later. That's gonna cover that pretty well. I might put one right on top of them. What do you think? There's a minnow in that one. That's a pretty good sized minnow. He can't get out for sure. I don't think. Maybe. Get some bread in here. See what we got for a hole here. Not quite room for one there. Okay. Guess we'll find another spot for it. Down this way somewhere. Or maybe I don't need 3. I thought about having another one because there's just so much minnow traffic here. Yeah. Let's lift that log up a little bit. That'll do it. There we go. Tuck that under there. There we go. Now we're in business. Put some moss over top of that to kind of get them to go down into it. Sweet. I can't believe I got some minnows already, but we're gonna let them soak. I should probably just come in here with a net, apparently. I think most of them went around already. Oh, here they come. I don't know if you guys can make them out or not, but there's a lot of them swimming. Oh boy. Well guys, there's this little tiny water hole here. I'm gonna throw a couple traps out here and see if we can catch some sunfish or bluegill or some minnows or some tadpoles or something different, maybe some crawdads. We'll see what happens. Catch crawdads and everything. We'll whip this one out, and then we'll whip this one out here, and we'll try it here first. Looks like a good enough place to me. I'll get me a piece of rebar, tie it off, and then we're gonna whip this one out a little bit farther, looks like. right there. Kind of deep there. That may get a little harder for someone to steal it. They gotta walk in the water at least. There we go. We're golden. See what we get, boys. Dog food and bread, each one. We'll let them soak overnight. Hopefully catch something. Awesome. Well guys, hopefully it's not too windy here, but I was just going along here and I saw some minnows heading downstream. I see little minnows all around, and there's more minnows upstream. Hopefully we got some in there. I'm not a very good minnow trapper by any means. I think I see some. We're gonna find out. I'll get this on my head and we'll find out what we got. She's windy. Just in case we should have some. I mean, hell, they were in there before I even put bait in it. There's a few in this one. I don't know if it's worth opening up for. I definitely didn't even bring more bait, that's for sure. There's one. God dang, the bread is nasty. 4 good sized ones in here. Not really worth opening it up. That one's gonna stay there. It's got minnows. Oh boy, we got a load in that one, boys. Now this is actual minnow trap here. They can't fit through it, but I put way too much bait in here. God dang it. Too much dog food in here, boys. I don't want all that dog food in with the minnows. Doing a little sifting here. Dog food to the top, minnows are staying down. Except for that one, he went into that. There we go. Here's our minnows. That's a decent amount right there. About 3 dozen probably. One went down in here. He's gonna be waiting for me next round. Anybody in the bigger traps? Do I need to downgrade my traps here? Not really. Well, there's some in there. Those are bigger ones for sure. Okay. Mushy. There we go. Hey, the poor little heads are stuck in there. All right, fella, get back in there. There we go. There we go. Probably 4 dozen. I mean, I gotta look at it and see what it looks like, but definitely need to do something besides the wire here. They come with clips, but I have no idea where they went. I'll leave them here and keep trying to catch minnows. What do we got here? Oh yeah, definitely. We got one not doing too well, but roughly 4 dozen probably. That's a good start. I'll take that for my first shot. At least we got some minnows, boys. There's still a lot in here. I can see them all over up there. I don't know how I didn't get more, but I think some of them get out of these bigger traps. As you can see, the actual minnow trap caught the most. It's the silver one. The other ones have a little bit bigger holes they can fit through, so I think I'm losing a lot of them. So I get a couple more of those little minnow traps for in here, but we do want the bigger minnows, I guess, so leave the little ones to grow back up. I mean, there's just a small little beaver pond here, but they're everywhere. See if I can show you that school of them. These guys are too small. There's a lot of them right there. They're too small for my traps, I believe. I'll take that as a win. But let me know what you think on that one. Now we gotta go check those traps we put for bluegill, crawdads, tadpoles, whatever we can get in there. So that's awesome. I got more traps coming. I found a big school yesterday of minnows at another place, and I want to get in there and trap them too. So we're gonna leave these here and see how many more we can get. Stay tuned. This is awesome. Well, guys, we're at that little pond that we trying to catch tadpoles or baby bluegills or any of that sort of stuff. Let's see what we get here. Oh God, it's muddy. Oh, that's a strike on that one. Maybe this next one has something. Maybe we'll go to somewhere else with these. Actually got a decent sized sunfish in there. That's all I see is one sunfish. Well, they're not a fan of bread apparently. Darn it. Well, I'll get them out of here and we'll take these somewhere else. Stay tuned. Good glare today. Sheesh. Sun is directly above us, so it's not good. Look at all the food that the bass has to eat. And the bluegills still want to come over and get something to eat. They got all this food to eat. Let's give these guys a minnow or two here. You guys want a minnow? You have a minnow. Get them, get them, get them. They're doing a very good job of chasing them down and catching them. So we got one sunfish, and he's a doozy. See if I can get that bass to eat him. No, too warm or too cold out for that. One sunfish, and we're gonna drop these minnows in here and see what happens to them. Swim, little fellas. Swim. You're free. You're already schooled up. Don't take long. We're getting a big school here. that's what we're doing. We're trapping minnows and we're putting them in the pond, and there's going to be plenty of food for once it warms up a little bit and the bass and the muskies get a little bit more aggressive. Should be pretty entertaining. But look at all this food they have right now. I got some big freaking chubs in there. Got all the minnows, all kinds of little sunfish. We got a smorgasbord, and this whole side over here has got some stuff. I don't know, they just like this end. All the little fish will stay at this end. Goldfish, I mean, the pike ought to be able to come up here and have a heyday. Or the muskie, I mean, once they figure it out. Hard to tell. I keep them so loaded with food, they don't have any reason to be eating the Ricky and Bobby there. They're right there, the two bluegill we named last year. And then we got another one right there that's, actually there's 4 decent sized bluegill here now. The bass is just waiting for worms. But here's the pond, boys. We're gonna keep minnow trapping and keep putting them in here. Might set up a bait tank, I don't know. Can't never have too many minnows, right? I think we don't really, we need bigger stuff for the bass, so we got all these little sunfish and stuff, but he will eat these minnows. The crappie will eat the minnows, so it all works out. And I actually enjoyed trapping the minnows, so that was my first good time doing it. So hopefully we can find some crawdads and throw some crawdads in here and stuff like that. So stay tuned, guys. I appreciate it.